What is up, everybody? Welcome back, finally, to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley, brought to you by Profab Headers and Exhaust, SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, Earl Ramey Racing Engines, and RK Motorsports Consulting. What is up? I'm David.
I'm Sterling. What's up, you guys?
What it is. We finally back after it feels like forever.
A hiatus.
A
We was
hiatus.
on a hiatus.
Hiatus. We done vacationed it. We've July 4thed it. We've done all those things.
Yeah, we've done everything, man. We've been all over the place. You've been in the mountains. I've been on the West Coast. We back.
We back. Finally. We here.
We is here. We in different locations, but we here.
Yeah. We'll make it work.
Yeah, well, what we gotta do?
I hear you. What's been up with you?
Man, you know what? We just been crazy busy, wide open with work and with vacation last week. Like I say, we went to Los Angeles. Had a good time seeing our friends Jose and Adrian over there. Stayed with them for a week and got to do a whole lot of stuff. We went with the Rose Bowl, did a whole fireworks thing over there, and Dodgers game, rode horses in Malibu, Universal Studios. Man, we did all kind of stuff. It was a good time, and glad to be home. It was a fun time, but by about Thursday we were ready to come on back. Really, it was good. We had a good time for sure, and a lot to see there. It's expensive over there for sure.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to go to LA area, take you some money with you because it don't last long for sure. It does not. But,
How was gas in the area?
it's about $7 a gallon. That's
Okay,
about what
it's
it
come
was.
down some.
About everywhere. Yeah, but I mean, that's still, it's expensive, but it's, we rented a Mustang. We got a Mustang from the Alamo, a convertible Mustang, so that was cool to have that. And it did not fail on me while I was over there. So congrats to Ford. Thank you. Appreciate you. I was kind of worried, honestly.
They made it for a week.
It made it a week. I don't know if it made it much longer, but it made it a week. So anyway, it was nice, man. We had a good time. Got to do like things. Yeah, so we had a really good time over there, man. It was, like I say, we went to Warner Brothers Studios, got to go around all the whole back lot and see all that cool stuff. And then Universal Studios, got to ride all the rides and see the back lot there. It was pretty neat. The Jaws deal was cool. And if anybody's over on the West Coast, go there to Universal Studios and ride the Jurassic World ride, man. That was cool. That was the best ride. That was the first ride we rode and the best ride.
I hear that one's cool, and the new one in Florida's cool too. They got a new Jurassic World ride there too.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, me and Kayla's better be going there for our anniversary next year. So
sweet. Well, yeah, definitely. If I don't make it before then, you gotta let me know how that is. Cause the one over there was really good, and we like I say, it was the first ride we rode of the day. Got up there, and we had the the what do you call it, the fast pass or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we did. Anybody that goes to them places, get that. Lord, don't, because it was like a 2.5 hour wait on every ride.
Jesus.
And we got that, and we were on the ride in 5 minutes, every single ride.
Dang.
So, definitely worth that. But that was the first ride, and we got up there, and they put us on the first. Didn't realize it was all water. Not know that. But it was. And so my tennis shoes was full of water for about the first hour of the trip.
Oh yeah.
At Universal. But anyway, it was pretty cool for sure. That was a good ride, and the Transformers was good. They were all good. We had a good time. We enjoyed that. So, and then like I say, riding horses in Malibu was really cool. Connemara Ranch, I think is the name of it. All up in the hills of Malibu. Rode all through the mountains there. on cliffs there. It was just it was crazy. It was really really good time, and but it was good. We were glad to be back. Um, get back to normal a little bit, you know.
Cool. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, good deal. Well, we went up to, this was a couple weeks ago. Went up to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Me, Kayla, Landon, Jackson, and all of Kayla's family. We had a big old cabin up there. It was up in the mountains, and let me tell you, it was up in the mountains. I mean, like, you come out of Pigeon Forge, out of town, you had to go about 20, 30 minutes almost to get back to the cabin. I mean, you climb some mountain roads. I mean, like they was tough in the summertime. I couldn't imagine going up them in the wintertime.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, there was. I mean,
were they all paved? Or
yeah, they were paved, kind of. I mean, they had been paved at some point in time.
Yeah.
They was a little rough, some of them, but it was a resort back up in this place, and we just booked a cabin through a online deal, but it was like this resort property, and it just had cabins everywhere. And ours was almost as far as you could go up this road back to it, so it was pretty cool. I liked it. It was fun. We pranked the kids pretty good. Me and my sister-in-law's husband, all the kids, there was a hot tub on the back. All the boys decided, Landon, and my three nephews, TJ, Brandon, and Bryce, they all decided they wanted to get in the hot tub. Well, between my mother-in-law and my wife, they love video and taking pictures of any and everything, which is good, especially when you're going on vacation. You can kind of look back at it. And so we kind of planned it anyway. Everybody knew it but the kids. And so they went out, got in the hot tub, and we've been talking about the whole time about how there were bears up there. And even when we come in the gate, which worked pretty good, when we come in, you had to stop at this the guard shack and all this stuff. And the guy was even telling us, do not leave any food outside or in your cars or anything. He said bears are very, very, very active right now. So, well, first of all, we didn't see a bear the whole time we was there. Nowhere. I ain't seen a bear. I kind of wanted to see it at that point, you know? So,
right.
But anyway, so what we did was when they went and got in the hot tub, they'd been in there a few minutes. Me and James, my sister-in-law's husband, we went out the front door. Now, it was kind of tough to do because this cabin was literally on the side of a mountain. The bottom floor was way down there. Well, the hot tub was actually on the second floor, but it was ground level up there. That's how steep the mountain was. It went up one floor in that amount of distance. So so we kind of had to jump over this little stream thing going up there, and then we had to climb, and there's rocks all upside it, just small, well, say a little bit smaller than like baseball-sized rocks. So it's kind of hard to walk up, actually. I was like, dang. So we get up there, and we're kind of under the deck, or kind of to the side of the deck where the hot tub is. They can't see where we are. And we're just making all these sounds and everything, and they are freaking. We got video of all of it. It was hilarious. They flip out, and they thought there was a bear, and they go running all inside, soaking wet and everything. Well, they finally figured out. They come running back downstairs to see it, and Brandon and Bryce end up falling from the water that they left on the floor. It was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. It was funny. Like I said, we got video.
Yeah, I bet that was.
Yeah. Well, I tell you this about video. I told you they like video. Well, what I did too, we got the GoPro stuff that I put in cars or in my race cars and everything. I was like, I'm going to take a couple of them with me. So on the way up there, when we got about, I don't know, it was probably 15 minutes from the cabin or so, by the GPS, what it said, I took GoPro and I had a little magnet mount and stuff and opened the sunroof and I just popped it up on top of the car, kind of, filmed some of the roads going up. And it did really cool. So I messed with it a little bit and filmed that going up. Well, everything we went whitewater rafting. I had 2 GoPros on that. James had one on and Landon had one on for that. Let's see what all else we do. We went probably one of my favorite places in the world. What day was that? Oh no, hold on. All right, I'm getting it mixed up. All right. Friday we got there. Saturday we went whitewater rafting. Sunday we went to Gatlinburg. Just kind of walked around downtown and stuff down there and didn't really do much at all down there other than walk around. Then that Monday, no, I'm going to go back, skip something. Sunday night we went to the Hatfield and McCoy dinner feud. If you haven't ever been to it and you're up in Pigeon Forge, go to it. They got really good food and it's really good entertainment. It's hilarious. I love it. That's the second time I've gone. Me and Kayla actually went on our honeymoon and we went back to it again. This time we were up there with everybody. And everybody enjoyed that. Really good show. It was really funny. So, but anyway, we, my favorite place of the whole trip, Monday, we decided to go to the incredible Christmas place.
Oh, really?
If anybody knows me, I love Christmas. I mean, I don't know everything about it. I just love Christmas. This place has every Christmas decoration you could think of, except for inflatables. No inflatables.
Really?
Nothing for us rednecks,
As big as inflatables are now around here.
No inflatables. All this stuff was like hand-carved wood stuff. I mean, it was insane, some of the stuff they had in there. I went through, and I got video of every bit of it. They had this whole, or actually 2 rooms set up with like those, the Christmas village type, I don't know, you wouldn't call them ornaments. They're kind of like little houses and stuff all set up.
Yeah.
Every mom has 2 or 3 of them that they set out at Christmas time. I put the camera kind of down in it and just went, and that portion of my video is probably probably 10 minutes long.
Really?
Yeah, it is. It was insane, and I don't think there was a single one of them there under $140. Most of them's $200, and they were expensive. But they were nice. They were nice, super nice. But I mean, it's just anything you could think of Christmas. I mean, candy. They had a whole little, I guess it was like a treat shop, I guess you call it. They had like Christmas cookies and all this other stuff. And it's all year round. So, I mean, it's really cool. They even have a hotel that they opened across the street from it called the Christmas Village Inn, I think is what it's called.
Hey, man, you need to go stay there.
I want to. I want to go stay there. I'll just be all messed up. I'll be inside, look like Christmas, walk outside, it's 100 degrees.
Exactly.
It's kind of how I was there. I was like, see, you just think Christmas, you cool down already, and then you walk outside, it's like, oh, nope, not Christmas.
Not Christmas at all.
But, so we did that. Then we went to did the alpine sleds. Those were cool. We did them at night.
What is that?
It's like a little roller coaster type deal. What it does, it basically winches you up, or it's just like a roller coaster, but a single carts. Like one person is on them. It's either one person or an adult and a small child can ride on one. So it basically takes you straight up this mountain, and it's got a brake on it. You control the brake if you want to slow down.
You ain't using no brake.
No, I ain't using no brake. I ain't using no brake.
No, hell, you no brake, buddy.
No, I was wide open. I felt like I needed to use some brake. I thought I was going to bounce right off this track. But it's like a roller coaster track, basically, coming down the mountain. But I got video of all that. Then Tuesday, we left out the cabin. That was our checkout time. But we went Tuesday anyway to NASCAR Speed Park, the only NASCAR Speed Park left, which is in Pigeon Forge. And we went to eat at the, what they call the Sunliner Diner. And that is a 50-style restaurant. They even got like 50-style, they look like cars, but the middle section of them is cut out. They look like a convertible, and that is the booth that you sit in for a few of them.
Sweet.
So it was pretty cool. But what I was getting at all this, so they took pictures, video, I took video. Well, I told them, I said, I'm going to try to put together a whole, kind of like a little video, I guess you say, of the trip, just kind of going back and looking at everything. I said, I think that'd be pretty cool. So I started working on it a little bit, and I could work on it a little bit here and there, and I'd get a little bit done. And, well, by the end of it, I figured out I think I had over around 8 hours of footage.
Ooh,
I was like,
have you edited it all?
Jesus. Well, that's the story I'm getting to here. This past Saturday, rained out all the races around here, so wasn't going anywhere. So, at 10 o'clock in the morning, I said, well, I'm going to work on that a little bit. So I pull the computer out, or pull my laptop out and start working. Work a little more. Well, Kayla told her mom and sisters that I was working on it. Well, yeah. Well, we have Sunday dinner at Kayla's parents' house every other Sunday. Well, they were like, well, you think it can be ready for Sunday dinner tomorrow since everybody be here? I said, I don't know about that. There's a lot to still do. I don't know if I can get it done by then. And Kayla was like, what? And she told him she didn't know. But she looks at me, we can get it done. We can get it done. I'll help you. I'll do whatever I can do.
I'll help you. What did you get to bring you a drink?
Yeah, well, that was actually some of it. It's like, all right, you go get lunch.
Exactly. There you go.
Then she really helped though. She did come up with a lot of the music on it.
Oh, sweet.
She came up with a lot of the. We did a really funny thing at the end of it. We did a cast. Like the credit screens and stuff, starring this person. We come up with funny names for everybody.
Cool.
So it was fun. But what wasn't fun is I started at 10 o'clock Saturday morning. I finally put the computer down after watching it to make sure everything was good and all at 3 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, my
100%.
God. Yeah, I told him, yeah. We wait until the 2 weeks from now. We ain't doing it this week. Yeah, we ain't doing it this week.
So we watched it. It was good, but oof.
Wow. How long did it end up being?
An hour and 16 minutes is what I edited it down to.
Wow. Cool.
And it's a full movie.
That's cool.
And I left. I mean, that's the thing is I left a bunch of stuff out, obviously, because of how much footage we had. But it turned out really cool. We had like head mounts and chest mount GoPros while we was riding the go-karts, and a head mount and a chest mount on the whitewater rafting. And then as we were walking down Gatlinburg, I just had the GoPro out on the stick and stuff, and shooting some shots of what everybody was doing, and then like I said, on top of that, Kayla was taking pictures. Her mom was taking a lot of pictures, so I just got them to send them all to me, and it ended up pretty cool. If anybody wants to see it, it's actually on YouTube. I know Chicken Bone Alley was actually mentioned in the name of it because I put it on there, but it's actually on Kayla's YouTube page. So if anybody wants to see it, let me know. I'll send it to you. I mean, I don't know if y'all really want to watch our family vacation, but it was just to see this process it was kind of cool. That's the first one I've done that was that long, that I've done that much work to.
That's a lot of work. I know how much. Yeah, I know how much work you put into editing a race, a 30-minute race. So I couldn't imagine 8 hours. Oof.
Yeah, like I said, I started 10 o'clock, and that's not counting the days before that I had put hour and a half, 2 hours in before that, messing with stuff. And actually, while we were there at the cabin, I edited the drive in, so I still wasn't even doing that. That was already done. So, whew.
Wow.
So
a lot of work, man. A lot of work.
That was a ton of work. I told him, I said, I don't know how. I said, I see why they say they shoot movies now. You know, it'll be, say they shot a movie in 2020 and it's just now coming out, going to be 2023 when it comes. I see why. I really see why.
Yeah, exactly. That's a lot of work. Yeah, hats off to all the GoPro guys out there, because I know there's a lot of that goes on, and you know firsthand how much is involved in it.
Yeah. I mean, I learned a lot doing it. That was the cool thing about it. I mean, I learned a good bit in it, and I like doing this stuff. That's what I was telling them. I said, I've actually kind of gotten into doing this editing stuff. I like it a lot, but I don't like, how many hours was that? How many hours was that? 12. A lot of them. I don't like 16 hours of it.
Not at one time, that's for sure. But yeah, man, that's cool. I'm glad y'all had fun. Everybody had a good time while y'all were down there. For sure, that's cool.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was good. Good to get away. Told him I needed a vacation though when I got back. I said we had 13 people in one cabin. Now I need a vacation from it.
Woo! Yeah, I ain't kidding, bro. Yeah, that's always the way it is, man. Like I said, we come back Saturday night because I needed Sunday to recoup. I think I needed a couple more days, man. It's tough, especially coming back at time 3 hours. That's tough.
Oh yeah, for sure. What was pretty cool in the cabin is we found out something Jackson really likes. They had a Pac-Man machine up there, but it's like one of the newer style Pac-Man machines. It's got a bunch of different games on it.
Yeah.
And Jackson played that thing nonstop.
Really?
Yeah. So we had some video of it and stuff, and I showed my parents it. And what's my dad go do? He gets my mom to find a Pac-Man machine.
Sweet, that's cool.
So he's got his own Pac-Man machine now.
Oh, I love it. That's cool.
So, but he loves some Pac-Man. I was really surprised he loved Pac-Man that much. He stayed with my mom. Right. He stayed with my mom. What day was that? Stayed with him Wednesday night. Yeah, stayed with him. Him and Landon stayed with my mom and dad Wednesday night and Thursday during the day. And Jackson normally, watching a video or something on a phone or something like that. She said he ain't picked up a video or hardly watched TV all day. He been playing Pac-Man.
Oh, that's awesome.
So,
love it.
So that
He'll
was
be a
fun.
champion Pac-Man player, bro.
No, he probably will. That boy gets good at all that crazy stuff. So
he sure does.
So anyway, well that was, let's see, that was week before the 4th. So I came back, let's see, I got home Tuesday night at about midnight. Well, being that it was going into Wednesday, I slept late as I don't know what because I was tired. Then we got up, we got the race car ready. We was going racing Saturday, that Saturday. And we did, July 2nd there. We raced.
Yes, sir.
At Florence Motor Speedway. And I couldn't hardly get out of my own way.
What happened?
I really don't know. It's just this tire deal still, man. It's tough. It's these tires change a little bit of air pressure and they'll grow, and So I'm trying to keep my stagger like I want it, and I got wore out tires anyway, so just because I can't get no
Right.
new ones still. So um, we just tried a different set on it and got out there, and I was pushing like a freight train. So we made some adjustments, went back out, still pushing. So I told my dad, I said, or we started talking about, and our right side tires measured the same. So
Right.
I said, let's swap them. I said, we're going out this next round practice. I said, let's swap them and see what happens. Well, went out there and was loose as on the wood. I said, well, take that right rear off of it and get rid of it.
Exactly.
It's just a tire that would not hook up for nothing. So we put another tire on. We got better, but we needed a better tire on it earlier to kind of adjust to it. I mean, we ran our fastest laps a day in the race, but it just wasn't enough by no means. Finished 5th.
Well, hey, like you say, man, we've been saying it every week. Gotta have some tires.
Gotta have the tires.
Hopefully, after this summer shootout deal is over with, maybe you'll get you some. I hope.
Maybe so.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. They hold them for you. I don't know. I don't like it.
It's aggravating. I wish they'd let us do something. I don't know. It's tough right now. It is tough. So I don't know, but yeah, that was the last time before we was on here. So that was Florence Motor Speedway there. Well, July 2nd was that. That was 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
That was a good show over there. They had good fireworks, all that good jazz.
I seen Cole dancing like he was doing the Macarena.
I don't know what he was doing. But Kayla had a picture or a little video of that, so I made it into a TikTok. I added the Macarena to it.
Oh, well, it worked. It worked.
I know. It looked just like he was doing the Macarena. So.
Yeah, I don't know, boy. I don't know where he got his dancing from, but it sure ain't me. Tell you that.
Nah, he didn't have his arms up in there. He didn't have his arms up in there.
Exactly. You know better than anybody. That ain't how I dance. Sure ain't. No, it ain't.
So,
yeah, but
I don't know. But then we had some good fireworks we had fireworks there, and we had some good ones at the new church property on July 4th, that Monday night. We had some real good fireworks over there. Man, them things went on
30
forever.
minutes worth of, huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, they went on forever. Nice. Cole, Jackson, and Blakely all sat on the back of my truck. And we all hung out there and watched the fireworks.
Sweet.
So that was good.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all enjoyed that for sure. I know that was a good show, and it was last year for sure. I know it was this year. Yeah, so, but one thing I want to say before I forget, or before I go too deep or whatever, a good friend of David and ours, David and mine, sorry, Mr. George Blackmon passed away on the 4th, actually.
Yep, I was about to get to that too.
Yeah, he was a racer himself, and I know a lot of guys around here know him very well, and he was a good man for sure. He worked with me forever. Worked with my daddy and all that, and like I say, he and I worked alongside each other for a long time. He had a lot of heart issues for a while there, and he went out of work in 2018. I think it was the end of 2018 or so, or first 2019 anyway. Because of his heart issue there, and he was able to enjoy some of his time and with his wonderful wife Sheila, and get to spend some time with her and his family, and fish and go to the beach and stuff a good bit, as much as he could. But he was actually on vacation at the beach and had another heart attack and it got the best of him. So uh, just as good as a man can get, George was it. That was him, and he did not meet a stranger, and he couldn't nobody say a bad word about it. So,
No, for sure. He was a great guy, and we've we've actually spent some time over the past few years, all going to races together.
Absolutely, yeah, sure did.
He went to the World Finals with us up in Charlotte, and
Yep.
had a lot of fun. This is an inside joke, but I looked at Timmy the other night after the funeral. I said, "We good? We good? We good? We good?"
Yeah, that's good stuff, there, man. That's good stuff.
So,
it is.
So yeah,
Yeah.
this show will be dedicated to George Blackmon there. So
Yeah, absolutely.
they had a great funeral for him. They had it was awesome. I walked in there and look, and all his go-kart trophies is up there, and on top of the coffin is a checker flag. So it was
that's awesome, man.
that was
awesome.
a racer's funeral for sure.
Absolutely, he was definitely one of the best in the go-kart. Ain't no doubt about that. I learned a lot from him, and he'll always be remembered.
For sure. Good man.
Yeah, and his for sure Tiffany, Bud, which is George Blackmon as well, and Thomas, great people. Of course, we're definitely good friends with them as well, and look forward to seeing them and spending more time with them and remembering George for many years to come. So we definitely it's tough. It really is, and you know we after it happened last week or 2 weeks ago now, just it's been tough for them and tough for them to process what all has been happening with him, and it's been hard. So hope they can get some closure and some peace and know he's where he wants to be.
That's for sure. For sure. I mean, it was a good guy, and it was a good service. And then after the fact, even George liked to have fun. No matter what to do, he wanted to have fun. Didn't really care what you was doing, just wanted to have fun doing it.
Absolutely.
So that's what Bud called me. It was one night, and he said, "Hey man," he said, "You still got DJ equipment?" I said, "Yeah, man." I said, "What you got?" I said, "What you want to do?" He said, "Man, Daddy like to get everybody together and just have a fun time." He said, "Would you mind bringing stuff over here to the house and let's just play some music and everybody get together and talk, share stories, and hang out?" And I said, "Yeah, for sure, man." So we went over there after the service on Friday. Well, we went over there Friday night and hung out for quite a while and had fun, and everybody had fun, but it was in his memory so it was it was a good time that he would love to be at himself. So
absolutely, well, he was for sure, and yeah, it was awesome to be able to do that. So glad you was able to do it. For sure, man.
Yeah, so he will surely be missed. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but anyway, well, after that, last show we had Mr. Jerry Smith on here talking about the Charles Hutto Memorial Race that was supposed to be held at Dillon Motor Speedway this past weekend, and go figure, everything got rained out.
It rained like 7 inches around here, man.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It rained, it thunderstormed. It's been like that for the past week. Been a lot of it.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
So that race is actually rescheduled for July 23rd at Dillon Motor Speedway, and it's going to be everything exactly the same. The Grand National Tour, those guys be there. Jeremy Mayfield be there racing. Frank Kimmel be there. But that street stock race at Charles Hutto Memorial is what everybody's going to want to see for sure. There's going to be a great field of cars. $1,500 to the winner, not counting the extra prize money. Last I talked to Mr. Jerry,
Wow.
me and Jerry talked at Florence Motor Speedway the other week. He said, thinks there's if you say somebody goes out and gets the pole, leads every lap, they're gonna take home probably around $5,000.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, Dave.
So there is that much money per lap, for prize stuff. It's either leaders a lap or certain people pick certain spots per lap to pay out to. Chicken Bone Alley's there on lap 13, paying out a little bit. So that is going to be a cool show, and that's going to be the thing about that is it's not just like I said, there's some places that if you're in, I don't know, there was one I think I saw, if you were in 12th spot on lap such and such, you're the one who got the money. So
cool.
It's going to be that's going to be a cool show, trying to see who racks up the most money. But that's also for a good cause, for like I said, the Charles Hutto Memorial Race. So you still got some time. We gave away some tickets to it last week on our Facebook page. So there were 2 tickets won through Chicken Bone Alley here. So pretty cool.
Absolutely, man. It'll be a good show for sure. And how about Legends Cars? Are they gonna be there that week?
We will be there. We'll be there racing.
Sweet. Looking forward to that, man.
It's gonna be fun. Hopefully.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully.
Hopefully it won't rain.
I tend to run. I say I tend to run better, Dylan, but like the last time we raced over Florence, I ran second for a long time, but
we gotta find some tires, man. We gotta find some tires.
Yeah,
anybody can help us out with some tires on here, let us know. Let us know.
If you got a set just squirreled back somewhere, just let me know. I just need something with some rubber on them.
Exactly. We don't care what it looks like, as long as we got rubber on it.
I ain't kidding. Jeez. But no, it'll be good. It'll be good. It's I'm ready for it. Ready to get back in the car. Wasn't in the car last week. Not gonna be in the car this week. Florence isn't racing this week, so I could go somewhere and race, but I got a birthday party to go to Saturday. Friend of mine, Neil Poston, he turned 50, so they having a
oh, okay. A big shindig for him, huh?
They having a birthday party. His sister owns I can't remember the name of it. It's one of them axe throwing places here in Florence. One right there on Cashua.
Okay, cool.
And so they're giving him, his sister's basically throwing a party for him in the place. They're closing down the whole place for his birthday party.
Sweet.
So we're gonna go throw some axes.
Well, don't stand in front of Kayla. Don't do that.
I'm not gonna stand in front of her. I'm not gonna stand behind her. I'm not. I'll stand on the other side of the room from her.
Another bay. I stand in another bay there. Yeah.
I ain't kidding. So that's what I'm doing this weekend.
Sweet.
And then off, and then we'll be back racing the weekend after that. I feel like everything's been just crazy here lately, so trying to keep up with what week's what.
That's the way it always is, man. Always crazy.
Always crazy, for sure. But what is also always crazy is the deals that you will get at SRI Performance. Well, you like how I rolled right into that, didn't you?
You did pretty good there, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, head on over to SRI Performance to get all the parts that you will need for your race ride. Get it all straight. Get it ready to roll. Y'all hear them on here all the time. We have hot laps on here. Everybody that works there, they are so knowledgeable about race car parts. They just know it. That is what they live. That is the life they live. That's the area they live. That's all there is to do, which is awesome. So head over to SRI Performance and get whatever you need to make your car fast, to make it look good, to I mean, anything. There's, they got everything. Anything from safety equipment to your performance parts that you'll need motor-wise. So head on over there. Get online. Go to www.sriperformance.com and find all the parts you need. Get that basket put all together. Get all them parts in that you need at time of checkout there. Go to promo code. Put in promo code CBONE10. That is C as in
chicken.
BONE 10. Get yourself 10% off. Who don't want 10% off? I want 10% off.
I don't know. Yeah, heck yeah, I want 10% off.
Don't even have to switch to Geico. I mean, So.
I don't even got to do that.
No, it's easy. Easy.
Simple.
So y'all head over there, get you some parts. Same deal. Stock car steel and aluminum, guys. Time to make those cars look good again. I haven't seen some of how I've seen it. I've been at the track. I've seen how some of y'all drive. Some of y'all getting driving lessons for Christmas. So y'all done hit everything on the track. Some of you even hit the pace car, I think. So now it's
my goodness.
So now it's time to make that car look better again. When you got to rebuild bumper bars and rebuild roll cages and hang some sheet metal or hang some, aluminum sheets back on it, head over to Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Get all the parts you need to make that car look good again and be structurally sound. Please be structurally sound. I've seen some wrecks here lately on videos that, man, guys walked away from it, and I'm glad they did. But, man, there's been some rough wrecks here lately.
Yeah, been some scary stuff for sure, yes.
I saw one. Everybody saw it at South Boston where, I think it was 18 car or something like that. Got caught up in the wreck. Just destroyed. I don't know how many cars. Talked to our buddy Brian Hicks. He was spotting for Sam Yarborough there, and they destroyed a car there, front and rear clip gone. So know how it is, guys. Y'all head over there and put them cars back together right. Get all the pro moly steel that you need. Get them roll cages back up and sound, and you know how it is.
Yes, sir. Get it right. Get it right.
Get it right. Get it right. So y'all head over to Stock Car Steel and Aluminum and then hook them things up. Get them good to go. Get them up tight. Also, guys, I know we just throw all these together. But they're all in the same area, most of them there. So they all go hand in hand. That's what I like about our partners on here is we have partners that are for the racers, and even race fans. You can go in SRI Performance. You go to a track, somebody's wearing an SRI T-shirt, always, or SRI hat.
Folk show.
Head over there and get you one too. But also while you're in the area, head over to ProFab Headers and Exhaust. Get yourself some awesome looking, awesome sounding, but most of all, awesome performing exhaust for your race car. Some awesome headers that they're second to none. The time, effort, energy, and just the seriousness that gets put into these headers, the attention to detail is insane. So they are quality that wins, and they have that logo or slogan for a reason. So you guys head over to ProFab Headers and Exhaust. Pretty much any racing application, they got something for your car.
Absolutely.
And I mean anywhere from, I've seen, street stocks to sprint cars. Anything in between. Pretty much. So y'all,
yes, sir.
Y'all head over there and get you some exhaust. One thing that was also go well on is some of them Earl Ramey racing engines. Head over.
Match and tune perfect, bro.
That's it. That is it.
Just like Thunderbolt. It's just, match set, bro.
Match set. And that's pretty much what it is. I know buddy Andrew Garris over at ProFab Headers and Exhaust. Him and Earl Ramey are pretty good buddies, and Earl gives him good feedback on what different headers are doing for his motors. And typically they do it for his motors. They do it for every one of them too. But, we like to think Earl's just a little bit ahead of a lot of people because, he's a buddy of ours. so go over to Earl Ramey Racing Engines, pick you up a top-notch motor there, and get on the list. Get you some of that power to put under your hood because you're going to need it. I know guys you might as well, if you're looking for a motor for next season, you might as well go ahead and put in your order now.
Yes, for
because
sure.
everybody knows how the parts deals are still going on, getting a little better, but not much at all. Still hard to get these parts, so head over to Earl Ramey Racing Engines now. Get on the list that you need a motor. Maybe by next year, everything will be safe and sound, or who knows, everything might come and you get it before and just have a spare until next season. So head over to Earl Ramey Racing Engines. Once you get done getting all that power under the hood, head over to his chassis dyno. Book some time on it. That thing saves you a lot of headache. It really does.
Yeah, well, you can go ahead and figure out all your bugs right there. One thing. Other thing is there's a whole bunch of bolt-ons that he can help you supply you right there that gets you a lot more horsepower, man. So it's perfect.
Exactly, for sure. So y'all head over to Earl Ramey Racing Engines. Tell him we sent you, and appreciate it.
Thank you.
Come again.
Amen.
Oh, cool. Well, there was a little bit of racing action this past week on the NASCAR side. I know. I ain't even gonna lie, I wasn't able to keep up with a whole lot of everything going on. But there was some wild racing. I know Trucks had some wild racing going on at Mid-Ohio. And Parker Kligerman was able to pull him out a win there. That's pretty impressive.
That really is, man. Boy is a wheel, man. I've seen that for a long time. And, him being an announcer, and I can, just hearing how he talks and how he commentates the race, boy knows what he's doing. And a little more, I would say, if you will, a level playing field on a road course. Shows his drivability, man. I love it. It's cool.
Yeah, for sure. I want to go back, since we weren't on here last week, talk about a few things that actually happened. Speaking of road courses, back last week at Road America, let's put in our 2 cents on the Noah Gragson deal there.
Yeah.
Noah flat out said it. He took Sage Karam out on purpose. Sage kept, and everybody said everybody agrees that Sage was driving him terribly. He drove everybody terribly.
Right.
If he got around somebody, or somebody even got to his quarter, his defense was just to drive him off the edge of the track. He figured there was grass over there to drive him off the edge of the track.
Right.
Well, Noah got tired of it, and Noah took him out.
Yeah.
I don't have a single problem with Noah personally. All right, I'm gonna go ahead with my view of it. I have zero problem with Noah taking him out. If somebody wants to drive me like that, all right, you're gonna get drove however I feel like. What I have a problem with is Noah's got to figure out that there are better times to do this, better places to do it, and don't spin yourself out doing it.
That's the number one thing. You should have started with that.
Yeah, I probably should have. That was just my main point in it. Don't wreck yourself when you do it.
Don't do that. Dale Sr., he always made it look smooth, and we're going to get into this a little bit of the cup race from Atlanta, because it's kind of the same. I'm kind of go back to the Dale Sr. side of it. Noah, he's got a temper on him from what I can tell. And, it's kind of like, all right, I'm do it right now. That's what I'm going to do. And whatever happens, happens. And it never turns out in Noah's favor.
No.
It doesn't. I I 100% agree with you. You know, you gonna block me, I'm gonna turn you. I'm gonna move you. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. Don't take yourself out. Number one. Number two, you gotta make it look smooth.
Well, my thing,
Number three, don't tear somebody's stuff doing it.
yeah, and that's another thing I want to get at real quick. Well, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna finish this, then I'm gonna get on something else here, real quick, talking about tearing up other people's stuff. My whole thing is about Noah is there was a turn coming up. You can easily go into a turn and just give a little bumper, shoot them off the track, send them right off into the grass. Nobody would have ever said a single thing.
Right.
But I'm just like, do you think you're not going to get back to these people or something? I mean, why? What is the rush to do it right now? I promise you he had a faster car than him.
Well, see, the thing about it is he's done it with cars equal to GM Motorsports cars. He's done it to cars that are backmarker cars. It don't really matter to him, honestly, I don't think. But
leave them backmarker cars alone. They ain't going to do nothing but cause you trouble.
Exactly. So, you know, I don't know. I really don't know what it is. But if he, you know, I know the junior motorsports as a whole is taking up for him and all that, and you know, whatever. But at some point, he gonna have to start answering, man. He ain't gonna get nowhere where he's going like that. In my opinion, I don't think he will. You know, there's a time and a place on the racetrack for it, and you can't take yourself out, Bo. You can't do that. You can't do that.
He's got this thing going on right now, which is actually, I'm surprised he didn't find him for it. He's got this whole thing of trying to play, I don't know, Mr. I don't know who he's trying to be. I mean, I guess it's just him. He's trying to do this personality junk. I don't know if you saw it. There was a picture of him on pit road leaning on the car, had his suit unzipped, didn't have. He's trying to be the Tim Richmond of today.
Yes, I saw that.
Didn't have a shirt on it, which actually, if you are, the rule is if they're on pit road, they're supposed to have suited up, fire retardant, whatever underwear on, and he didn't even have it. So I'm surprised he didn't get fined for that, or if he did, nobody said anything about it. They're not letting it out.
Right.
But it's like he's worried about this image right now. And I don't know if he's trying to sell himself and just create an image of his own and sell himself, which is cool and all. But you can't make yourself look like a moron on the track. Because the boy's fast. He's stupid fast.
He's good, man. He's a really good, talented race car driver. I don't know. I don't know. It's difficult because he's got Bass Pro Shops. I mean, literally one of the biggest sponsors in the sport.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know why he's got to act like he's acting. I really don't. I don't know. But maybe he's trying, like you said, maybe trying to make his own image. Tim Richmond back in the day, he didn't care. He could care less, bro. He was him, and that was it.
Yep.
But I think that worked back then. I don't think that's gonna work nowadays, but I don't really think that's gonna work.
Well, I think it can work, not to the extent he's taking it though. I think you can be you and be the guy who, you know, just whatever, no, don't really bother me. I'm cool. Whatever. If that's the guy you want to be, fine. You can be that. But you can't just make it blatantly just absurd out there. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Can't do that.
So, but what I wanted to get back to it was, this is something else I didn't like from that. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want to see piles of cars getting tore up over something stupid like that. I do not want to see that. So do not take me wrong. But at the same time, when I say this, and I say this from someone who drives a car himself and has put out a lot of money on parts and pieces for a car, and I know I know Cup car or Xfinity cars are all way more expensive than what I'm even doing. So I know I don't want to spend money on it. But at the same time, you also know when you're going on the track, it's a possibility this car is going to come back wadded up, just junk.
Right.
That is a possibility. It is 100% a possibility, whether it be from something I do, whether something mechanically breaking, whether something somebody else does, whether something just stupid happening. I know it's a possibility. Well, a guy that I actually like, who has been one of my favorite drivers, because, well, I started liking him because he went to Coastal Carolina. He drove the Coastal Carolina car, Brandon Brown.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. Well, he come out, I think they were at Atlanta talking to him. He comes out kind of saying something about Junior Motorsports should give him $80,000 for a car, basically.
What?
And I'm like, he's like, yeah, he none of them reached out to me to help me out any, and I'm like, why would they?
No.
I mean, I get you're upset because this dude totaled your race car. I get that, but man, I ain't gonna take it that far. I mean, just
no, you can't. You can't.
Unfortunately, even stupidity, even that's racing.
Oh, it is. It is. It really is. And I know that everybody turns to Junior Motorsports for answers, or what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Blah blah blah. I mean, yeah, okay, they got an answer for their driver, whatever. But that's racing, man. It is. Like you said, that's racing, and that's up to them to figure out how they want to manage Noah inside of the business. Naturally, they don't want to change Noah's personality.
Right.
I think, like you said, Noah's trying to he's trying to grow his personality more than he is his sponsor or his team.
Right.
He's trying to grow more than anybody else. Maybe he knows something we don't know. I don't know. Maybe he just don't care. Maybe he just wants to be him, and maybe that's him. I don't know. But if he would, honestly, in my opinion, if he just calm himself down a little bit and just drive his race car and focus on driving his race car and making smart moves, he'd be a whole lot better off than he is right now.
Oh, yeah.
Not that he's in a bad spot. He's driving Virginia Motorsports. I mean, good Lord, I wish I would.
Locked into their, their chase deal. So.
Right. So, I mean, it's hard to say, but you can't do that constantly to people during the regular season, knowing you locked into the playoffs, and expect not to get any kind of retaliation. You can't do it.
Well, my thing is, why worry about Sage Karam? He's there on a road course. I get right. He's there on a road course. He's not coming back any of the rest of the year, but now you just made everybody else mad because of it.
Yeah, you made all the other guys mad. I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just not, it ain't smart, and he's not made smart moves. How he's got, honestly, and I'm going to tell you this, I like Noah. I do. I mean, I ain't knocking Noah, but how he got to where he is, I do not know. I don't.
Well, I know. You know yourself.
Well, I mean, wise.
How he got to where he is, because he had a lot of family money behind him.
Well, he keep on. That's going to run out. That's going to run out.
Well, it kind of did run out. I mean, I ain't trying to jump on any but everybody, I mean, it was widely known as his dad is now in prison.
Right.
And so that money is kind of run out. That's why he was sweating so much at the end of last year, wondering if Bass Pro Shop was going, or, trying to talk them into coming back. And they did. Well, he had to have that sponsor to come back. It wasn't like he could come out of pocket with, and drive that car.
You can't afford $300,000 a race or whatever it is now. I don't know for them, but
it's probably more than that for him.
Yeah, Johnny Morrison ain't gonna keep on with that constantly. I don't think he's got too many places he can put his money to not have to worry about that. And with Martin coming back next year, knowingly, Johnny Morrison and Bass Pro Shop will be back with him, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't know. It's just um, I don't, you know, Dale Jr. and them they ain't gonna fund the car for him.
No.
They ain't gonna do it. So, I think his ability as a driver could make his way. I really do believe that. But he's not gonna move up to the next level in the way he's going. Kind of the Ross Chastain kind of sort of where I'm gonna get to later. He's kind of revving up a little early, if you will. I don't know, but
yeah, for sure. But they come out, and I know podcast last week talked about this because it came out after most podcasts. At least we're all recorded. If everybody don't know, I don't really watch a lot of the TV programs with it. I listen to mostly podcasts that come out each week. Just because I'm halftime just in the truck or something, so I listen to it there. They come out with the penalty for Noah, 30 driver points, 30 owner points, and $35,000.
Man, dude.
And what I guess surprises me is there was no appeal on any of it. I think.
Well, I don't think they had a fight. I don't think they had a fight, but I
don't think they had a fight for driver points or the fine. I think that, but I think they could have got the owner points taken off.
Yeah,
where in that should the owner points, in my opinion, be affected in there?
Right, I agree with. I do.
Now, I personally think he should have been parked the rest of that race because he continued, and I think he finished in top 10 actually. I can't remember where he finished. He probably because there wasn't many cars left after that. But I'm like, well, why didn't they park him that race? Instead of waiting. But I mean, I get a penalty. Don't get me wrong. I understand a penalty. I don't understand owner points really there, personally.
I do agree with that.
Now, in doing that, they haven't really done anything.
No.
He's got to win. So he's in the playoffs. The only thing you really affected was the owner championship.
Right.
So, I don't know. Which I think it kind of goes as the playoffs too now, don't it?
I
can't remember. Them things are so screwed up. So, really, it may not have affected anything in the long run. I mean, so that might be why they didn't appeal anything.
Well, I know whatever they took from Brad Keselowski, it hurt him tremendously.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't in the playoffs at that point. But, so, I don't know if that hurts him as far as playoff points or not, or what. I don't know. I ain't sure, but.
Well, it's not going to. Well, the difference is Brad Keselowski ain't got to win.
Ain't got to win. Right. So, as far as Noah, I don't know if that makes a difference or not. I ain't real sure. I don't know.
No. But anyway. So, let's see. Also there in that Xfinity race, I'll have to hand it to him on this one. Probably the best movie made all year long or in his career period. Ty Gibbs just drove past with a good series of moves, drove past Kyle Larson for the win there at Road America there some days ago. But so that was a good move on Ty Gibbs, in my opinion.
I mean, Ty can drive a race car, ain't no doubt about it. I think he's getting his head on him at the right time. I really do. I mean, I've talked a lot of smack about Ty, and I think he's learning. I think hopefully his granddaddy's in his head a little bit, and he's learning his lesson some before it's too late.
Yeah.
But yeah, boy can drive a car. Ain't no doubt about that.
For sure.
Ain't no doubt about it. I mean, he can do it. And ain't no reason he shouldn't be able to do it. I mean, he's in a simulator whenever he wants. He in a race car whenever he wants. He's been driving a race car for since he could walk, essentially.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, I think Ty's gonna be the man. Unfortunately, I think he's gonna be the man. Come soon.
I mean, there ain't no reason he shouldn't. And
Exactly.
Everybody it's still up in the air, kind of what's going to happen next year. There's some things saying, "Oh, Kyle's going to come back." There's some things saying, "No, Ty might be going to that car." Well, now we know Martin's coming back.
Right.
I think Christopher Bell still got a year on his contract.
Yep.
So I don't know. It's yet to be seen, and I don't think they really want to add a third car over at 2311 yet.
Well, if anything, I can see Kyle going to 2311 maybe.
Well, Toyota wants it. Toyota has said they're gonna do whatever they takes to keep him in.
Exactly. So they'll fund a car at 2311. They got to.
Yeah.
But Ty Gibbs ain't going out of Joe Gibbs' race. He ain't doing it.
No. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. So we'll see what happens there. Then who was it won the Cup race? Oh God.
Last week?
Yeah.
Oh goodness, I don't know. Sorry.
Tyler Reddick. Golly, I had a brain fart there. Tyler Reddick was able to pick up his first win of his Cup career at Road America.
Awesome.
It is road course racing kind of becoming what super speedway racing was, though? Is it like?
I don't say so. Well, I say it differently though. I agree with you because it's kind of the who knows who's gonna win it kind of deal. But now it's becoming more of the who's the actual driver that wins the freaking road courses, man. Like,
very true.
I mean, because we know Tyler Reddick. What's his background?
Dirt cars.
Dirt cars. I mean, and we know that, and I ain't knocking them, but in recent history, Richard Childress ain't been the best of ability.
No, their car's been terrible for the most part, honestly.
Right. So, I don't know, man.
But do you think that's a product of this new car and being able to actually showcase talent now?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, exactly. It explains Corey LaJoy running up front this past week. I mean, I think it shows a lot more of talent than just all equipment. I mean, I really do believe that.
Yeah.
But but going back to the road courses kind of, in my opinion, they kind of just level the playing field, and you kind of see actually driver experience or driver ability. It kind of showcases that more to me.
Yeah.
But man, I love it. And I like Tyler. I've always liked Tyler. I mean, he won what, 2 Xfinity championships in a row, but 2 different.
Yeah, one with Junior Motorsports and one with Childress.
Exactly. So we know the boy can drive a car, no doubt about that. And to see that's pretty cool for sure. And man, you gotta have everything. Is as close as everything is now in the Cup cars. You gotta have everything so close. You gotta have everything to be able to even compete.
But what's funny to me is we sit here talking about, Kyle Larson's been really good on road courses. Now Tyler Reddick won on road course, and he's been good on road courses. And we're both looking at it saying, oh, well, for whatever reason, dirt guys seem to be, coming around on road courses. All right, well, what's the excuse for Chase Elliott being so good on road courses? Because he was still right there.
Right.
Because that boy.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what that is called. I mean, I kind of thought it was the Hendrick deal with their road course program, selling cars and getting all the knowledge from that and all that. I don't know. I honestly do not know where that's come from. But the younger guys have sure stepped up on their road course game. And it's
I
I don't know
want.
what it is.
I wonder this, and a lot of people gonna say no, and a lot of people is gonna be like, "That's the stupidest thing I ever heard." But just hear me out and think about this first. Back 15 years ago, you didn't see there was what we called road course ringers. You'd see certain guys winning at road courses. You didn't see many of the regulars that were, just weekly winners winning at a road course. You didn't see that.
Right.
Well, came along this thing, especially here in the past 5 years, especially, is really up the game, called iRacing.
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, I know it sounds funny, but I've really thought about that. Can that really? Because them guys now can get on there and run all the road course racing they want to run because it's something not usual for them. They all know how to go out there and run, Kentucky Speedway. I mean, wherever. They know how to run those tracks. They know how to run, Michigan. They know how to run those. What they didn't know how to run was road courses because they didn't get to do it very often. And I know there's a lot more road courses on the schedule now, too. But I don't know. I mean, I don't, there's no way to say yes or no really on this. But man, it seems like with the evolution of iRacing, these younger guys, especially who have been on that, are a lot better at road course racing.
No, they are, and I think it's a lot. I don't know. I think they learn more of their downshifting and upshifting from I have. I'm not saying I'm great at road course racing on iRacing, but I've learned a lot of.
You better than I am.
Well, but I've learned a lot of downshift and upshifting and understanding RPM shift on iRacing than I ever have anywhere else, and that's gotta have helped them. Because they've been on it way more than I have. I mean, so
Exactly.
I really think you're right there. I think that's made a big, big thing for them. They stay on that. It's made a big difference for them for sure.
It's got to. Got to.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
But,
so they went this week back to Atlanta, to newly configured Atlanta. That's a wild track to watch now. It was always fun to watch to me anyway, but now it's a wild track to watch. It's like the third super speedway, just a hair smaller, but it drives like a super speedway. Man, that was some crazy racing. Austin Hill picked him up an Xfinity win there on Saturday. Congratulations to him, the old Georgia boy getting it was a Georgia weekend for sure. Georgia boy,
sure.
Georgia boy picked him up one on Saturday. Then another Georgia boy picked him up one on Sunday in Chase Elliott. But that don't tell the story of the race, especially on Sunday.
No, man, that was a cluster. I don't know, man. I'm gonna speak my part on it, and then you can go from there. But from what I saw, it's nothing but a super speedway, like you say. It's nothing but that. Nothing but drafting, nothing but blocking. I don't like it. I don't like it. The best car don't win the race. I don't think. I don't know, man. Ross is Ross Chastain's a good driver. He really is. But he don't even care, bro. Like he's been that way. I remember seeing him at Darlington and turning Kevin Harvick off of turn 2 I remember seeing it.
Oh yeah.
And he just don't care. He don't care.
Well,
And I don't, he can say he was tight and okay, yeah, he had damage. Yeah, he might have been tight. I don't know. He might have drove it in too hard. I don't know. Whatever. But if in a second, Bo, I mean,
yeah.
car could have been that bad. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, the car could have been that bad. So, he can blame it on whatever he wants to blame it on. He got to calm down at some point.
Well, yeah, I think I know when he's gonna calm down too. Because as much as I don't like Denny Hamlin, I don't know why. I'm just one of the people that I just have never liked Denny Hamlin, and I think it's just because he likes to talk a lot. Even though
he don't look like a racer to me. He looks like a golfer to me. I don't
yeah.
I'm no offense to all the golfers out there. I'm sorry. If anybody golfing listens to us, I don't. But he just looks like a golfer to me. He don't look like a racer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he does. I mean, that's kind of what it is. But I guess he comes across, and maybe he don't mean it like that, but he comes across when he's talking about a lot of things as being whiny. Is how he sounds. And I think that's the reason I don't know. I just haven't cared for him all that much. He's not my guy. He's not my guy. That's all there is to it. He's not my guy. So, but in saying that, he's smart enough to know when wrecking somebody counts. And you done wrecked Denny Hamlin twice. You done took out his other cars a couple times. He's going to return this favor. And he's not going to do it right now in the regular season. But when it comes down to that third race in the first round, when Ross is if he hadn't won a race, if he's right on the edge of making it to the next round or the second round, whichever one, because there's going to come a time when he's on the edge of making it to the next round in the playoffs.
Right.
And it's at that point that Denny Hamlin will, and you might not even see it. That's the funny thing about it, is you might not even see it. Because they may not say anything about it. If it's just battling for a position, then he move up, let him rub the wall a little bit. Make it really hard to pass him. Not let him get, a position when it's really, what I'm saying. Denny's smart enough to do that. And he's, talk about driving in there too hard. Well, if he was driving in too hard, everybody's driving in too hard because they don't lift around that track in Atlanta. So, but that's the problem. That is the problem right there. As a driver, at what point, and I'll say it. I mean, I'm not saying by no means am I the best driver in the world, by no means, so do not get me wrong. I 100% understand this. I know I'm not. Not even saying that. But what I am saying is the other week I was racing at Florence Motor Speedway. This boy comes in there and dive bombs me and just was driving pretty crazy. Young guy driving a legend car. I expect it from him. I don't get mad at him. I know what's going to happen. He comes in, dive bombs me. I had no chance to react because I was already entering the corner. He hits me in the left rear. I'm smart enough I already seen this coming, and I turn my steering wheel straight, so I'm going straight up the track to correct myself. I don't spin out. What's he do? He spins out.
Yep.
So, in saying that, what I am saying with that is, as a driver, you have the steering wheel in your hands. You have the throttle up under your foot. It is a choice to let off of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can get tight all you want. There's an easy way to fix tightness in a car. Back out the gas a little bit. Just a little bit.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, Ross knew where his corners were. He knew where his right front was. He knew where it was going. That's, and he can say what he wants. I mean, I like Ross. I'm not taking nothing from Ross. Ross is a good driver. He is. But Ross ain't never let up for nobody.
No, and I mean, and he's okay with But what I will say about him is he seems like a guy that he's okay with running somebody hard, hitting them, bumping, whatever, and he's okay with them doing him back to him. He seems all right with it.
He does.
But this is a performance-driven sport. To win championships, you got to finish races. And you keep on doing that, you ain't going to finish races. Even though you might be all right with it, you didn't finish the race.
There's way too many Toyotas out there, bro.
Yeah. So
It's that's for sure. But
it looks like he's picking on the Toyota guys for some reason.
It really does, doesn't it? I swear it does. I mean, it's like it's all the Toyota guys.
Maybe it's just the aerodynamics of the car don't work with his cars. Maybe that's what it is.
Hey, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe Toyotas don't like watermelons. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But he does. He is sure picking on them hard, man. He's gonna have a tough road to hoe come playoff season for sure. But one thing I want to say about the race is, man, hats off to Corey LaJoie, man. That Spire Motorsports, they give him a car, and he was up there, man. I give it to him.
Yeah, for sure. I listened to Stacking Pennies last week, Corey's podcast, and he called his shot on there. He said, I am throwing a Hail Mary this race. He said, I'm going to put it up there, and I'm going to try to win this one. I mean, he called it on there. And then goes out there, and he knew what he had to do, and he put it up there and couldn't quite make it work. But
well, I mean, it's tough, and I know Chase blocked him, and
Chase did what he had to do. I mean, that's
I ain't no doubt about that. I mean, in that kind of racing, that's what it takes. But
even Corey wasn't even mad at Chase. Corey went over and congratulated him in victory lane. So,
right.
I don't. Exactly. Not my favorite type of racing, by no means.
No, mine either. Like we've said before, I'm kind of done with the super speedway racing, and Atlanta ain't nothing but that. So, I don't know, man. It's just tough, and I hate it for them. But congrats to Chase and winning his home track. Finally.
Yeah.
That's cool for them.
It's just funny. We talked about, Cup went from 2 super speedways and 2 road courses to now, what was there, 8 road courses on the schedule this year?
Exactly.
And 3, I guess we'll call them super speedway. Well, Atlanta isn't a super speedway, but it drives just like one. So, but 3 tracks that all of them have 2 races. So 6 races of those and 8 of the other. That's a lot of races.
That's a lot of races, and I love it. I really do. I love the road course, because it just, to me, it levels the playing field of the actual driver, not the equipment. So I love that. I really do.
The one thing I do kind of like about the super speedways is they're just it's basically a wild card. It's just, like Corey LaJoie, he can get up there and win this race.
Oh, absolutely. And that's really cool. It really is. I mean, I love that fact of it. It definitely, I guess those level playing field in another way, I guess.
I love that fact, but I also hate that fact. I love it in the fact that Corey LaJoie could get up there and get him a win just because of somebody different. I like Corey. I like Randy. Good people. I've talked to Randy before. I actually had him on a live up in Hickory the first year. And he talked something about Corey on there, and I like Corey. Corey's a good guy, real good guy. Seems like one of the nicest guys in the garage. So I would love to see him get up and get a win. And this doesn't mean anything bad because I know he would want to do it, to appease sponsors and stuff like that. But what I don't want to see is Corey LaJoie win a race and just be the random guy in the playoffs.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with that.
Because when you're going back to these tracks, not Atlanta, it's like there's zero chance.
Right.
So, I don't know.
I mean, and this car is definitely level the playing field a lot, but it still ain't where it should be.
No, it needs to be closer than what it is. It's still and I heard him talking about everybody, that was actually a good show he had last week. So he explains it a lot more. How there's like he was talking about steering boxes. He had trouble with steering box at Road Atlanta. That's why he didn't finish race. The say Hendrick, Gibbs, all them. It is that is a NASCAR issued part. Well, I say issued, it's one supplier part. Everybody has to get it from the same supplier. Difference is basically guys are getting these blueprinted. Kind of like Earl Ramey does a motor. He goes in there, evens out all the weights, light weights, some stuff, puts better seals in it. Just same type stuff that they're doing with a steering box. Well, the big teams are able to, invest a bunch of money into that to get the best of the best. Smaller teams like Spire aren't going to spend that kind of money. They're going to get that box from whoever. And there, he said there is a company they send theirs to, but it doesn't do near as much as what, the fine stuff that the Hendrick Motorsports or Gibbs or anybody like that's going to do. So there still is a gap there. My thing is, if this part's good enough the way it comes, why are they letting them send it to anybody? Or why are they letting them touch it? Why not be a sealed box? You put it on the car and run it. And there's a bunch of other parts like that, but that's just one in particular.
Exactly. Well, this car has definitely helped a lot of the field, and it will. But the bigger manufacturers that back the bigger teams, that they're they're gonna definitely come ahead on this thing, man. It's gonna take a little time, but they're gonna do it.
Well, they got simulation data and all that stuff that's gonna help them. I mean, they're gonna find little things here and there that they're gonna do, and the bigger teams obviously can work on their simulation data better.
Right.
So,
yep.
So I mean, the cream always rises to the top, but it kind of is a little annoying because they kind of sold this car as it was the car to level the playing field across the board. It was going to be pretty much everybody put together the same car. Crew chiefs could make some adjustments, but they had to be on their game to make the right adjustments, and most of it was going to be in the driver's hands. Still not that, I don't think, and I think this car's still too locked to the track.
Yeah, it is. It is, and it's too aero dependent for sure. And until they can get rid of that, it's not going to change. It's not.
And they're going to have to do something about the transmission, that 5-speed in there. There ain't no reason they should be shifting at ovals.
No, there's not. They got to change that gear some kind of way, man.
They got to do something to it. But anyway, so congratulations to Chase Elliott picking up another win, as always. But also, guys, if you want to get ahead of your game, be on top of your playing field, head over to MPM, McAllister Precision Marketing. Talk to Tanya over there. She will hook you up with and put you in front of all the eyes that you need to be in front of to advance your career in motorsports. She's in the know, as they say, in the entire racing industry. If you're a young guy, especially getting out there, starting your career, and you know that this is the path that you want to take, you need to be hooked up with a good marketing company. And there's no better than MPM, McAllister Precision Marketing. Like I said, go talk to Tanya. She does all your digital design for you, puts out press releases, everything. Like I said, can get you in front of the eyes that you need to be in front of with great-looking material to put in front of those eyes. So head over there, get with Tanya, market with MPM.com, and they can hook you up.
There it is. Go get it.
We'll get it. Faux show. Well, anyway, all right. Well, what's coming up this week for anybody?
Work.
Work, work. Me too. Me
Yeah.
too.
Catching up for me, man. That's for sure.
They all. There ain't no catching up. They all held it down for you while you was gone.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't they always? Don't everybody get all your stuff done for you?
Everything for me, bro. You know that. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, like I said, no racing for us this weekend. We're taking one more weekend off. There's nobody racing around here. I'm going to a birthday party, so who knows?
Well, enjoy 50th. You running sound for that or what?
Nah, we just chilling. I wouldn't ask to.
I can't believe it.
I'm gonna go throw some axes. I know, be a party I don't have to do work at. It's a miracle.
That's nice. Yeah.
It's a miracle.
Yeah. Make sure you stay out of the way, Caleb, for sure. Don't forget.
For sure. Oh, well. All right, everybody. Well, we want to thank all of our partners as we do every week. SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, RK Motorsports Consulting, Earl Ramey Racing Engines, Profab Headers and Exhausts, MPM Marketing, everybody else for sure. Ford Bite Apparel. Guys, go check out Ford Bite Apparel. You'll want to get some for sure. Good looking stuff to wear at the track. Everybody, will love it. And also check out Coltrane Vanderheiden. Oh, Cole. He's doing pretty good in his 3:05 sprint. He is looking good. Not only he is leading the 3:05 Race Saver sprint rookie points by a huge margin. I mean, huge. I mean, he's about got a thing locked up already for this year. But last I saw, he was in the top 10 in points for the national point standings for 305s too. So that's pretty impressive coming from him for his first year in a full-size sprint car.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure is.
So go check it out. Also, Checkered, the race hub, ladies and gentlemen. You are going to want to get on Checkered. Check it out. They are social media for racers only. It's just everything racing on there, guys. I mean, we ain't got to listen to the politics. You ain't got to listen to everything else. We talk about racing on Checkered. So head over to Checkered. Check us out. We're on there. Landon even made his own profile on there. So go check it out.
Sweet.
Go check it out. Well, cool deal. Well, we finally came back and did one.
Exactly, man. We're back.
We're back. All righty, guys. Well, we appreciate y'all coming back with us. And I reckon we'll be back same time next week, I reckon.
Later.